Hello, this is Myra Elaine on the Buying Space channel. What am I up to today? Well, a little bit of everything. And I don't know where to start. This jar is in front of me, so I'm going to start with this jar. Originally, I was going to donate it to a Sunday school class and fill it full of scripture candy. I'm not going to do that now. You ever deal with people that you want to do good with them, but they don't act like they want to do anything with you? Well, I've decided today, I've prayed about it, I'm just going to stop trying. It's the best thing for Marty and I. The path that I need to take, God will make it clear to me later. But right now, I can see that there are paths that I'm trying to take that nobody wants me to take. So I'm just going to stop. So here we have these jars, and they're going to be donated. There's 4 of them to the Vietnam veterans. And these 3 have buttons and various other things in them. Now, when the buttons came in, they came in from a different reseller. The jars came in at a relatively close time to the buttons, so I put the buttons. The ones Marty kept quite a few of the buttons. Actually, they really enjoyed it. So I went ahead and put the rest of the buttons in these 3 jars. And this is a 4 matching set of jars. And like I said, the jars are going to Vietnam veterans. But the buttons, I want to give to, this is the one that had the lid that was a little off. The jars came from Nana Tinks. That's who I bought these from. And I had a place in the bathroom I was going to put them, but they ended up too tall for the space that I had. I didn't go measure it. I didn't ask her to measure the jars. So they're going for a good cause. They're going to Vietnam veterans. And, but one of them was going to go to church, and then I changed my mind. But, and I do that. I will change my mind about stuff. So I'm going to go through them. Set that to the side. That might be something extra special. I don't know. But I like that green button especially. But I'm going to give these to Butter Roll Boutique if she wants them. Now, through the process of buying all this stuff and redistributing it, I have found that sometimes people want things and sometimes they don't. So, Doretha, email me in the next 2 days. I'll put my email in the description of this video, and I will send you these buttons. I think I have the box. Yeah, I have the box right here that I will just put all of these buttons in. And there won't be anything else in here but buttons and maybe a small card. And that's all that'll be in it. And if you want all these buttons out of all 3 of these jars, let me know. And if you don't, you can email me too. I'll put my email in the description. But the 4 jars are going to Vietnam veterans because the Vietnam veterans make it easy for me to give, and they're happy about my gifts and what I donate. Now, speaking of not being happy, I've been trying to work with the missions coordinator at my church to help the homeless in the area. Our church has more than several ways that we give back to the community. But the truth is, the missions board seems to want money so then they can buy whatever is needed. And that I'm sure is a lot easier, and that's fine. The missions director right now, he's a really nice guy. I really like him. But everything has to be done by committee, and it's always complicated. And this charcoal grill tabletop barbecue, and I have also matches and it's not a Bunsen burner, but it's not butane. Oh, I forget what it's called. But anyway, and it has little pods with it. It's like a little temporary stove with little pods that you put underneath it and you can cook or keep warm. And I wanted to give this to the homeless ministry. But with the executive order that was issued about homelessness being illegal and city ordinances, it's very difficult to give to the homeless now. Years ago, before Trump's first term in office, there was a gentleman in Miami or Fort Lauderdale that was giving out food to the homeless, and he got in trouble. His church got fined. So this is not anything new, that there are ordinances and laws against caring for the homeless. They put bumps and benches, and they've marbleized or put marbles and stones and rocks in areas in the concrete where people sleep. So there's been a lot of unfriendliness to homeless people. But if me or my church gives something like this to a homeless person or matches, and they end up causing havoc with it, then we could be held responsible. But other than that, there's an ordinance in my city that says homeless can only camp in designated areas. And our city has tons of parks and walkways, and, we have lots of libraries. We have lots of nice public spaces, trails, but not one of them is designated as a homeless camping area. So you can only camp if you're homeless in a designated homeless camping area, but there are none, even though we have tons of these wonderful spaces, wonderful parks. Now the homeless are there, and they camp there anyway because they have no choice. But if I give camping equipment to the homeless, and it's illegal for them to use camping equipment except in a designated area, and there's not one, so it's illegal for them to camp, then I'm committing a crime too. So I can't give camping equipment to the homeless. Go figure. And it's been 2 or 3 years ago they passed a law that you couldn't give homeless people or beggars on the streets that were standing at the corner, you couldn't give them money, food, or anything else. If you stopped to help a homeless person or someone on the sidewalk with a handout, it became illegal to do that. And I did that on occasion before they passed that law. And I just was really, I used to make these bags, these bug out bags that I would hand out. I did that up to 10 years ago. And I called them manna bags. And it was weird that I ended up joining a church that was making manna bags. Of course, their manna bags are not delivered outside of a car window. I guess the justification for the heartlessness back 10 years ago was that, it was a traffic problem. But anyway, that's what they did. It's still the Epiphany season. It will be, I'm not sure, for 3 or 4 Sundays. Now, I saw somebody that did an Amazon, I think it was Earlene, did an Amazon unboxing. And I get stuff from Amazon all the time, and I don't do unenvelopings. This is an envelope, or unboxings from Amazon. I don't usually, but I guess I'm going to start. So I'm in the Microdwarf Tomato collab with Carole from Broke and Bountifully Blessed. And she sent me some seeds. And I ordered dirt for my tomatoes. And this is all the dirt I got. I thought maybe this was even bigger than what the envelope indicated. But it's not. It's smaller than I expected. So I really don't know. I've got the seeds. I got this little patch of potting soil, and I'm not sure. See, it shows the dirt here loose, so I'd have to break this up. Might make it a little more. Step 1, opening bag. You'll receive. This looks just like the stuff you add to the dirt, not the dirt. Soak this potting soil in water to fully absorb the water. Wait 2 to 3 minutes. Stir and the watered and expanding soil. Pour the pure light into the potting soil. So is this pure light? Oh, there's 2 separate things. This is the pure light and this is the potting soil. Step 6, mix. Mix it. 7, ring access from potting compost for use for potting. So we just want it moist. We don't want it wet. And please use pots with drainage holes. Okay. I don't like to use styrofoam, but maybe I will use styrofoam or paper cups. I would prefer to use biodegradable cups. But, I have like 20 little seeds. I mean, should I plant them 2 or 3 in a cup? Or I don't know what to do. Please help me, Carole, or anyone else that's involved in that collab, because I am seriously a gardening novice. I haven't grown anything for years. I did have a spider plant that I kept for almost 25 years that I got at a funeral, and I had little babies, and then when we moved, all of that was lost. So I lost my spider plant, probably 5th great grandchildren, spider plants, when I moved over here. And a lot of people have stolen stuff out of this yard, but that's over with. So anyway, I don't know what to do. So if anyone wants to help me, and Doretha, if you want these buttons, you may not want them, and that's okay. If I offer a gift to anyone and you don't want it, and you don't want it in your space, you don't have space for it, I completely understand, because I'm trying to buy space myself. So Butter Roll Boutique can have these buttons shipped to her if she wants. And if she doesn't want, that's perfectly fine. So anyway, I need to figure out. I said I was going to start planning on February 1st. So I'm 2 weeks away from that. So I got 2 weeks to figure this out. And that's all I wanted to say for this Friday. I'm going to be hashtagging this in is it the Follow Through Friday? Okay, I'm new to that collab too, and that whole group of people. Somebody had won a prize, a giveaway from them. I looked at that video or post, and then I went to see that channel that gave away the item, and then I discovered this whole new group of people under this new hashtag, and I'll put it in this video. It's a walkthrough on Friday, or walkthrough Friday. It's a feature for every Friday, and some of them have done stamps, some of them have done calendars, some of them have done books, which is wonderful, because I'm ready to replenish the Little Diverse Library. So, the walkthrough or flip through of what books we have remaining and what new books we're going to put out there would be a wonderful activity to show to the viewers of my channel. I don't do updates on the Little Diverse Library all that often, but anyway, the thought for the day is give where you can. If people become too resistant to your giving and it's not easy to give, uh, just move on. God will show you who needs what. And if you're willing to give and do alms, which is a way to say you want to do charity work, it should be relatively easy instead of difficult all the time. And, you just move on. There are other things at church that maybe I can contribute to that God will show me. And if there's not, then there are plenty other people that would be happy to have the things that I have. And I've really found such a good partner with Vietnam Veterans of America. And they pick up, and I'm very happy with them. They seem very happy with what I donate. They take it to their charity shop. If I donate something that a veteran needs, like I'm going to donate this, and if maybe they can give this to a veteran that lives outdoors or has a nice backyard to cook in or something. They get things directly to the veterans, and what they don't have on their need list for their veterans directly, then they can put that in their store and sell it and use the money to help the veterans. And I think it's a lovely process, and I'm very happy with them. And it's they make it easy for me. I love that they pick up. So you all have a wonderful and blessed day.